Hello, Retro Martin here, and it's time for part 2 of my Saturn Curios video. Celebrating some cool, fun, unique, or just completely excellent titles for the system. Enjoy. Have you ever wanted a game centered around the taxi cab from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Well, this isn't it, but the character idea is the same. This is Tri-Rush Deppy. In a world where cars are anthropomorphic, you play as Deppy, who has entered a race across the good old US of A. This is a side-scrolling platform adventure with lots of exploration and obstacles. You start off making your way across 2 stages with plenty of platforms to jump on, enemies to avoid, and items to pick up. A timer of sorts is introduced by you having to pick up gas canisters to increase your fuel level, which is constantly going down. Hitting obstacles or enemies will also lower the fuel. There are several hidden things to find which are listed at the end of each stage. 8 drama scenes, 10 giant stars, and some hidden bonus stages are littered throughout. At the end of the 2 stages, you fight a boss on the 3rd stage who takes quite a while, and with that gas constantly draining, it makes them quite fiendish to deal with. Overall, Tri-Rush Deppy is a great fun game, with plenty in it to find, and it's full of great animation and gameplay. Next on our list is Toryou Densetsu Elendori, which was originally a 1998 arcade game before getting a port to the Saturn in 1999. Effectively what we have here is a 2.5D fighting game in the vein of Soul Blade, Tekken, Virtua Fighter, etc. There are several characters who all ride around on dragons and fill several elemental archetypes to pick. Moves are quite varied in their attack style, range and usefulness, but each character seems to have the exact same button inputs, making some characters more useful than others. The speed at which characters jump through the air can create some issues, and the enemy AI will only be forgiving in the first battle before it then opens up on you with both barrels, making this a very tough game at times. Overall, it's not going to dethrone any of the big fighters of the time, but it has a unique style to call its own, and a good range of characters and dragons to make it worth trying out. Having a two-player mode and survival prevents it from becoming stagnant too fast as well. Next up is Digital Monster vs Digimon Tamers, which is a Bandai-developed game released in 1998, and is the very first video game in the Digimon franchise, beating out the PlayStation's Digimon World by 4 months, so both would have been in development roughly around the same time. Effectively a more upscaled version of the original V-Pet keychains, this game follows the virtual pet raising mechanics of its keychain cousin, with you feeding, removing waste, turning lights off for bedtime, training, battling, and shopping for your Digimon, of which you can end up raising 4 at a time. It's not all big console Tamagotchi though, which Digimon was originally a boy's version of Tamagotchi. You are tasked with finding 7 coins scattered around File Island, preventing hackers from getting to them first. Overall, the game isn't big on story and will appeal more to the pet raising fans, but it is a unique curio from a time when monster games were more catch and battle than semi-micromanaged raising, and Digimon fans will definitely want to give this inaugural outing a try. If you like Hot Wheels, Matchbox or Micro Machines, then Choro Q Park might just be for you. Released in 1998 for the Saturn following some PlayStation games in the series, Choro Q Park is based on the popular Japanese pullback racers and is effectively a racing game. The visuals are nice, big and blocky with a lot of colour. There's plenty in there with changing car paint jobs, unlockable cars with points, amending stats on your car, checking records, seeing what the weather's like across the island, and of course, the races themselves. Don't expect Sega Rally or Gran Turismo here though. This is purely madcap racing fun, more akin to a 3D Micro Machines than anything else. Tight turns, simple controls and balmy music will keep you racing for a while. The game also supports the 3D control pad and the racing wheel. Great stuff! The main crux of the races is to set up multiple Choro Q racers around the track, thereby being able to change because they only have a certain amount of fuel, which slowly drains. As you make your way around the course, you also need to make sure you are going around each route, or the game will put you in last and you won't be able to finish it until you've completed the route. Finally, we have Shinrei Jusatsushi Tarumaru, which I can only best describe as a side-scrolling action and run-and-gun game. Released in 1997 by Time Warner Interactive, it was their final game, meaning very few copies were released, so a physical copy goes for an insane amount of money nowadays due to the rarity. Taking on the role of Tarumaru, or Enkai, your goal is to make your way across several landscapes, defeating demons to effectively save the girl. Low on story, big on action. The game itself takes place across one sweeping stage, with the environment changing as you go, but not effectively loading you between stages. There are tons of enemies assailing you, and you have to kill them as quickly as possible as projectiles and enemy attacks come very swiftly. The on-screen marker auto-targets, but can be moved by using the shoulder buttons, essential during multi-part boss fights, and both characters have a local attack move that can be used to avoid projectiles up close for a second. Otherwise, mashing the attack button to fire fast or charging it up to unleash a stronger attack while jumping or dashing are the name of the game. One that will appeal to fans of games like Shinobi or Alien Soldier. One that isn't going to get a full look in is Dragon's Dream. This was the first console MMO, predating Sega's own Phantasy Star Online, though it also got a PC release a little later. Released in 1997, Sega's first effort used visuals that wouldn't look out of place in a Shining game. Using Fujitsu's nifty serve network, the game required a lot of subscription costs, so it wouldn't have been easy to run at the time for many users. Requiring the Saturn modem and keyboard, the game was an online RPG, with you spending time in the main hub town before heading off to dungeons with a party of up to 4 and battling monsters. Thanks to the technical wizardry of Bo Bales, parts of the game have been enabled to work offline, so we can get a snapshot of what the game looked like, with an offline battle test and a look at the menus. Play definitely takes on a Shining series feel, with the pictured abilities taking place of text icons. The game is no longer accessible online, having been discontinued almost 25 years ago in October 1999. A definite snapshot of history, and a look for Japanese Sega fans at what was to come when Sega released the utterly phenomenal Phantasy Star Online a little later for the Dreamcast. As you'll be able to see in the video, this debug battle allows us to change the monsters, characters, their skills, their levels, and also allows us to just complete a battle as well. There's a lot of options to play through here, and while we can't access the game itself, we do at least get a snapshot of what it's like. So there we go. 5 more games, plus a bonus look at another for the Sega Saturn. Are any of these on your wish list? Maybe some of them you thought looked utterly dreadful. Either way, you can't deny they are unique and fun, and I hope you go on to try some out. Will there be a part 3? Look forward to finding that one out, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check out the other content creators listed in the description. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.